So, but and deep down when your husband's lying, like I was telling you off the set, I did a conference in Calgary in a big church, and I had the women on Thursday, men on Friday, and I said, now ladies, 50% of the men in any church are struggling with pornography or sexual addiction. And the reason that they don't get help is because no one asked them the question. So you have authority over sexuality. That's that's 1 Corinthians 7, somewhere in there, where it says the woman, that he does not own his own body, but she owns it, right? So you have authority to ask that question, like nobody else does. So ask him, when was the last time you were viewed pornography, or when was the last time you were with yourself, by yourself? Because there's an answer. It might be 15 years ago, but there's an answer.
Right.
And a lot of women probably don't even want to know, right?
Well, if they don't want to know, but here's the problem. That seed leads to infidelity.
That's right.
So if you let a weed grow on your shift, then there's some responsibility there.
That's
as far as like, if you're that willingly naive in a culture where a porn store is in your pocket.
That's right.
You've got to be naive.
That's right.
And if you're not going to protect your husband, you're not going to protect your sons.
That's right. Come on. That's right.
Okay, so someone, if he's playing with himself, he's not protecting the family.
That's right.
And if you're not going to pick up the sword and protect your family, you wonder why your family's a mess.
Right.
It's because both of you are too lazy to fight.
Oh my God.
Okay, so one of you has to step into the ring. And so I asked these women, they're Canadian, so they do what the speaker says, right? So
they're all, okay, we'll do it.
Okay, exactly. So they went home and asked, and Revival, because I had the guys on Friday night, Revival broke out. They had to start like 7 support groups for the men.
Oh.
Because there were so many men who came clean because the women asked.
Wow. Okay,
so when women have their voice and they use it the way they're supposed to, it's okay to investigate, not declare, to investigate. And when you investigate, it's fine. Because, even Jesus said, okay, I healed you, but now go show yourself to the priest. Let the priest investigate.
That's so good.
Right?
That's so good.
And so women, now, like you said, and we said, I mean, some women don't want to know the truth, but then when the truth comes out, don't be shocked.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right.
If you keep burying your head, and I was saying earlier to you.
It's cheaper to deal with it now than it is later.
Well, whenever and I know most women watching are going to go, oh my gosh, yes, that's the way I feel. And that is the reason I was saying to Doug earlier, I think the reason women don't want to know is because they assume in their mind, and you might be watching thinking, oh, that's me. You assume that if I know the truth, then the marriage ends, and then the kids have a broken home, and then I don't have the money to support myself, and then what am I going to do? And then what if we have to get a divorce, and I don't even have the money for the divorce? And it goes all, and so they go, never mind, I just don't want to know.
Right. You're absolutely right. But the opposite is actually true.
Right.
If you catch a guy who's with, say, pornography, and you catch it at a seed, it has not become a tree. It is really easy to rip out a seed than it is a tree.
That's right.
Now, if you let that tree go under your watch in your marriage for 20 or 30 years,
right.
First sin, then first lust, then sin, then death. Okay. He has a higher potential every year to cheat on you. And if he finds someone he likes more than you, the chances of divorce are higher then than now.
That's right.
Yeah.
So good. I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Doug, if somebody's listening, they're going, okay, well, that's me. I know something's going on. I don't want to look. I don't want to know. What would you say is their first step? Like women that are listening right now and go, I know, because I have many clients that go, I know, I can feel it in my gut. And so I'm like, well, let's process that out.
They already know.
They already know, but let's see. So what's your advice?
I would say
their steps?
Get information. Okay, so we have a book called The Final Freedom, which is on sexual addiction. 6 types, explains it. There's no pictures or stories. It's just clean stuff. There's another book called Clean, and Clean would be a good book to start with. Give it to your husband, let him read it, because it's on sexual purity. Right, but in there I talk about sexual addiction, pornography, and stuff like that. So we kind of slide it in there. But I would get support for 2 or 3 women that you can trust and say, I think this is going on. Okay, get informed. Get the phone number, 719-278-3708. Put that in your purse, in your cell phone. Okay.
That's a phone number for?
Heart to Heart Counseling Center.
Okay.
Because we specialize in this. I mean, we've got 50 phone groups, and we have counselors all over the nation, all over the world.
Amazing, Doug.
Okay. So they can call that and they can get information. But if we have phone groups they can get into, so they can be around some women who get it. That it's not about your beauty, your aging, your wrinkles, your gray hair, or any nonsense women come up with.
Come on.
And so he chose this when he was 14, not when he was 40.
I feel like I'm going to stand up and run around the room. I'm having revival in my heart. I'm so thankful for you because this is an answer for so many women that I hear from.